Good morning, my dear friends. Very good morning. So, welcome to Finding a New You. So, today I'm myself, Devi Chakka. I'm going to take the topic acceptance. So, we'll start with the title of our program, 21-day program, Finding Better You. To find a better you need to accept your current self, what you are right now. That is what we are going to talk today. Because without accepting yourself right now as you are, it is impossible to find a better self of yours. So accepting it will take very important role, my dear friends, in our spiritual growth or any growth in our relationship healing or physical healing, in peace. Acceptance is a very first step we need to take. So today, let us understand what is acceptance and why it is tough for us to accept the things as they are. What is stopping us to accept things? What are the misconceptions about acceptance we are having in our mind because of the social conditioning or the way we grew up? And how to break through those things and accept ourselves as they are? And what are the stages of acceptance and where and what to accept, how to accept? It is a pretty big topic, my dear friends, but I will try to cover as much as I can today. At least we'll try to get a basic understanding of what is acceptance and what are the misconceptions about it. Let me go through this amazing topic. What is acceptance? My dear friends, acceptance is nothing but ability to acknowledge and embrace the reality as it is without resisting, denying, or trying to control. So, the things as they are, how your body is, how your life is, how your earnings are, how your relationships are, and how your social status is, and how your spiritual growth is, whatever it is lying on your life, just to accept as it is, because that is the very reality we are living in. But we resist, we deny, we want to control, and we want to see something else, what is not there, and we fight for that. That is what happening in our life. Why? Let me see why it is. So, generally, to come to the acceptance stage of acceptance, we go through a lot of these stages, my dear friend. First, we want to deny. We don't want to accept what it is there for us. And then the denial stage is done. We are no more able to deny it because it is lying in front of our eyes and affecting us. So we becoming mad. We became mad about that. Why it is like that? Why me? Always like this. So many anger thoughts, and the rays will come from us. Then we start blaming, because of you it is happened, because of that, because of some situation, or because of something else, because of the weather, sometimes whatnot. We time to blame and criticize in this bargaining process. We want to push those responsibility on someone else, what is there for us in our life. Then this blaming work and this bargaining will not work, then we'll went into depression. And finally, from the depression, we can't live in that mode anymore. Then we'll come to the acceptance. Why this much of fight to accept? We can simply accept things as they are, right? But why we are going all of these stages to accept things? Let's see why it is happening. We condition ourselves to avoid self acceptance through a lifetime of learned beliefs. So, entire society is like that, my dear friends. We grow up like that. We learn so many unrealistic beliefs, or wrong kind of beliefs will not serve our purpose in a proper way. Beliefs, those are not absolute truths. They're just beliefs given to you. All those conditional beliefs that we learn through the lifetime, they're making us, you know, avoid the reality, causing all this hell in our life. Social expectations. Society uh, gives some kind of expectations for you. If you're a successful person, you will be like that. For a beautiful girl, you will be like this. So so many societal conditions, good kids will be like this, good wife will be like this, and all those societal things and unconscious patterns. And this condition childhood, we may have this condition in our childhood, but because we have this residues of what we uh, you know receive from our parents and societal conditions, we have that residues inside, so that we start attracting more like that. And from the environment, from culture, from our experiences, from the judgments from other people, everything reinforce whatever beliefs we have already. So like attract likes, everything reinforce that belief what we are carrying right now. So altogether, it is really hard for us to accept our very reality. So so external validation over inner worth, this is like approval syndrome. We all have this. We need someone approval to feel good about ourselves. Someone need to tell that you're successful, hey, you're good, you're looking smart, you're beautiful, or you're a nice human being, you're doing great things. We want to hear all these things from outside. We're not able to see our inner worth directly. We seek for these validations outside. So if you don't get that validation, you're not able to accept that you're beautiful, you're not able to accept that you are successful, that you are doing good. So we struggle. Well, comparison culture, nowadays in this social media era of social media, there are so many unrealistic models of beauty, models of success, models of worth, and models of enjoyment. To enjoy, you have to go somewhere else, you need to do something like crazy things. So it's so much of comparison. We constantly compare ourselves with those celebrities or some random people who is famous in the social media or around us. We compare ourselves with them and we fail to accept ourselves. We think that we need to become something else, we have to do something else to accept ourselves. It is not good. And then conditional love and acceptance, this will play a very major role in our life, my dear friends. From childhood, we grew with a conditional love only. We all grew like that because no one, uh, you know, there is no such kind of training for parenting or any certification or any standards uh, for parenting. So, whatever we know, whatever we feel that is best, we just continue giving that to our kids. So, we know conditional love really well because we grew up like that. So that's what we give to our kids. That's how we grow up. Conditional love means if you do this, you're acceptable, you're a good girl. If you do that, you're not. If you study well, you're a good student, otherwise you're a bad student. And to get something, you have to achieve something, otherwise you don't get it. It's a condition. So with that conditions, the very conditions that we grow up will went into our mind. So at some point of time, no one need to be there to condition ourselves, give conditions. We give condition to ourselves. Oh, I'm like this, so I'm not good. I'm like that, so I'm not good. So whatever conditions we accumulate from the childhood, we start applying all those things on our own selves. So it is hard for us to accept. And fear of judgment and rejection. If you are not according to the conditional society conditioning and expectations. There is a fear. They may judge me. They may not accept me, fear of rejection and judgment. So unhealed emotions and wounds, my dear friends, there are so many uh, wounds from childhood, because we all face many things. So those wounds from childhood, they will still alive. It, even though it happened in the early childhood, or somewhere around the past, there are some wounds, but unhealed part of that wound will still active in our current life, in our present self. So those wounds will not allow us to accept. So all these things are making acceptance is really a big thing. It's very simple, but we are making it complicated because of this conditioning, these expectations, these fears, all we accumulated from many sources from childhood, and we are keeping that as a programming in our mind, and we are applying to our own selves, and so that is how we are denying the very reality we are like living in. So let us see, because when you realize what is stopping you, it is easy to get there. So myths and misconceptions about acceptance and what is the actual truth, we'll focus on it right now. So acceptance means giving up or being passive. If I accept, so something is going wrong, if I accept, I'm giving up on it. No, my dear friend, it's a myth. It is not being passive or giving up. Instead, accepting isn't about surrendering or giving up. It's about recognizing what is beyond your control, so you can focus your energy on things you can change. Our mentality is, human mentality is really tricky. We want to fight with the things that we can't change. We just deny the things that we can really change. For example, I don't like my, skin color. Do I really change it? You just need to accept, recognize that they are beyond your control. Are you able to change your parents? Are you able to change your birthplace? Are you able to change your height? Some things we can't change, my dear friends. They're already there and they are like that for our lifetime. There is no meaning fighting with them, not accepting them and having regrets about them. It is changing, wasting our entire energy and creating hell for nothing. So we need to recognize what is beyond our control. You just need to accept them as they are, and focus your energy on things you can change. My food habits, I can change them. I can focus there. And my lifestyle, I can change that. I can focus there. And the way to enlighten ourselves, or the way I gonna become, it is in my hand. My career, I can change it or I can improve that. That is in my hand. What is in our hand? I need to accept that. And some things are beyond. As for example, the weather. Are you able to change the weather? It is too hot. Accept that it is hot. You're not able to change it. Don't fight with it. It's a waste of your energy, my dear friends. And another myth about acceptance. Acceptance mean you agree with or like everything. To accept, we don't need to like everything. That is again a myth. So you don't have to like or agree with something to accept. Acceptance means not agreeing, just acknowledging what it is. For example, uh, accepting my weight is not I'm agree with that, but I'm acknowledging the very reality. Okay, this is my weight right now, or this is how my life like now. This is how my relationship right now, or this is how my health condition like that. Accepting my health condition means I'm not, okay with it. I'm acknowledging that. without resistance. So I'm mad. I'm accepting that I'm mad. And someone is scolding me. I'm accepting that they're scolding me. Not that means I have to agree with the words they are speaking. Someone tell you that you're stupid. You don't need to agree with that. But accept the reality. They are calling you stupid because you can't change it. They are calling like that. But you don't need to accept that I'm stupid, right? There is a difference. Agree to it, and acceptance is very different, my dear friends. People sometimes mistaken with these two things. Then acceptance meaning agree with everything, and you just agree whatever the random stuff people throw on you, and you agree everything. Yeah, you understand that is an acceptance that excuse me, that create hell in your life. No, agreeing is different and acceptance is different. There is a annoying person in your life, or there is a intimidator in your life, just accept there is intimidator, but you don't need to agree with everything what they said. You don't need to agree with the scolding, or calling whatever you've been called. No, you don't need to do that. Accept that you have this kind of scenario going in your life. That is the difference between agree and accept. Accept the reality. That's it. I think you get it. And acceptance is weakness. So acceptance is not weakness, my dear friends. Actually, escaping is weakness. Acceptance is not weakness. Acceptance is strength. It takes strength and courage to accept difficult trust our emotions. There are something which is not according to your wish. To accept that, to take that, you need really great strength to face that negative emotions, to face the dark side in you and transform it. You need a lot of strength and courage. Denying it, oh, I'm not that. I don't have fear. To face your fear, accept that you have fear and face your fear, you need strength. Acceptance need a lot of strength. Denying and escaping is will not need any strength. See, you become really strong when you start accepting, my dear friends. It often requires more resilience to confront reality that than to deny or avoid it. Right. So we need to gather the strength and accept the reality. When you accept the reality, you're able to change it. Let me give you one example here, my dear friends. There is a baby in your house and she's crying. Okay. The baby is crying and you're not accepting the reality that baby is crying. Why she is crying? Oh my God, it is so loud. It is causing me headache. I don't know why I just gave her milk. Again, she is crying. You're not accepting the very reality. You're complaining and denying and you're telling why it is happening. So how can you stop that crying? First, you need to accept the reality that baby is crying. Then, when the moment to accept the reality, the entire new perspective, a point of view towards that very scenario will open up. We understand that thing from era of other, you know, understanding, higher understanding from other people point of view. What's wrong with the baby? Is it a clothes making her is it a tummy ache, or is it something else? There will be multiple options open up in our life when we accept things, so that we are able to change that very reality. If you don't accept that baby is crying, how can you figure it out why she is crying? Just like that. It is a simple example. We have so many things running in our life. We need to accept that very reality, why it is happening. And then only we are able to see the new doors will open up. Acceptance leads to complacency or lack of ambition. No, my dear friends. Acceptance isn't about settling. It is allow you to stop wasting energy fighting reality and instead of focus on purpose and action and growth. So sometimes we waste all of our energy in unnecessary things. For example, you're swimming in a river, but you're swimming against the current. You waste your energy, you waste your time, you waste your efforts because you are swimming against the current. You don't go anywhere. You are there, or you will push to the way you don't want to be. So, acceptance is nothing but be in the flow of life, not to the against to the flow of your life. It is already flowing in your life. Just be that flow. So you're able to do something. You're able to move forward. So that is how acceptance work. And acceptance means suppressing emotions. No, my dear friends. Acceptance means involving fully into the emotional state what you are going and addressing it in a proper way. Otherwise, you just put all, you bury and you push them under carpet. You pretend like everything is perfect. But we need to really address them because they will piled up, and at some point of time they just uh, reach that threshold point and they burst up. Then it is really tough to handle such situations. That's why by accepting our emotions we address them in a proper way. We know what to do right now, how to deal with it. Once you accept something you can never change it. No, accepting means you're stopping in it not means that you're stop change. Acceptance is the first step towards change. Acknowledging where you are and what is the better thing to do. So I'm like this right now. I'm accepting the reality so that i I will start working towards change. If I'm fighting with very reality, I'm not accepting, how can I change? I'm not accepting that I have a problematic relationship. How can I change that? To look into the reality in a very different way, with open heart and with open mind, we need to accept them. Otherwise, it is really hard to change it. Acceptance is the first step for the change, my dear friends. So, what are the things we need to accept? Yeah, there are about ourselves. We need to embrace our strength and weaknesses. And strength and weaknesses are different from person to person. Standing, standing on one thing is a strength for me, maybe flexibility is strength for you. Each and everyone's strengths are different. They are very unique. The strength and weaknesses are, uh, especially ordered for us, and it's a unique combination for us for this lifetime. So just acknowledge what are your strengths and what are your weakness, and embrace both of them. And imperfections, yeah, there are so many things. We can't be perfect in every single thing. There will be imperfections. This world is full of imperfections. There is nothing called perfect at all, but there is always scope of improving. We just improve ourselves, find our better thing, like this program Better You. But there is no perfect you, my dear friends. Always better you, no perfect you. Accept that. There will be some misperfections and past mistakes without any judgment. We all do mistakes. So many mistakes. It's okay. It's okay to do mistakes, but just don't repeat the same mistake again and again. That's what we have to do. Learn from your mistake and don't repeat your mistake. You may do new mistakes and learn from them. So accept your mistakes. It's okay. And others acknowledging that and accept the way you are, my dear friends. The beauty nowadays, people are crazy going behind the plastic surgeries and fillers and so many things on our body. Like, to become beautiful, your jawline should be like this, your lips like should be like this. This is all social conditioning. That is all absolute truth. The beauty lies in your own eyes and the way you look into it. It is not in the social condition. Again, we are doing all this to get that approval from the people, from the society around us. No, we don't need that, my dear friends. We are beautiful as we are. Accept. And others acknowledge the people have their own thoughts. Even our own kids don't will not agree with the understandings that we are having about our lives. We may not feel in the same way about a thing happening in our life, happening in our families. It is okay. People feel differently, they think differently, because we are all different people. So it is okay. We need to accept their feelings, acknowledge their feelings, respect their feelings the way they are feeling. It's okay. Let them feel. We don't need to be in a same phase to be in a family. We don't need to be in the same phase to work as a team. We all have different opinions. All we need to do is, respect each other opinions. Don't need to have same opinion. So when you know that, we'll respect and accept that. So uncertainty, this is a really great challenge. Yeah, I'm almost end. So uncertainty is, we don't know how tomorrow will be. The very moment you're breathing in is in your hands. The next moment is not in your hand. There is always the uncertainty lies in front of us. Sometimes it is really hard to accept that you don't know what's going to be there tomorrow or next moment for us in our life. But we need to accept that reality. It is uncertain. Life is always uncertain. When you embrace that reality, it is uncertain. It is okay. I will accept. Then, you will get that peace of mind. Nowadays, with this market conditioning, so many lies, so many people laying off from jobs, and many things are happening. Lot of struggle inside, my dear friends. Accept the reality, it is uncertain. When you accept that, you just do the justice to this present moment. You do right things at this point of time, so your future will be secured. But when you not accept the uncertainty, that very, coming thing what is there in front of you, that make you tense in this current moment, and you miss this present moment what is already in your hand. You miss out all the right things what you need to do right now. So accept the reality that thing, future is already uncertain. How does this accepting help us? So it's reduce suffering, improve relationship, promote peace of mind, breaking the cycle of negative thinking, and so many more. I'm not able to list everything here, but that is how it's work, my dear friends. Acceptance is very important step in your spiritual growth and personal growth and change and becoming a better you. You need to accept your who you are right now. So it is a pretty huge topic. We may cover it in next time into little deep into it, but I hope we'll get the basic understanding about it. And thank you so much for this opportunity, and congratulations everyone who is participating.